Yeah, so I wasn't planning on vlogging today, but and more friends are coming, so that'll be good. So I love my friends, but some of them are pretty stupid. For instance, Brian Gentles was in the parking lot of Black Bear Diner, and he is now at the stoplight, turning left, going somewhere else, I guess. I don't know where he's going, but some people, man. Love you, Brian.
I just did it. So he pulls in, right?
There he is.
He's got right away. He stops right there to try and let the people at the stop sign go. I told him to park over there.
He found the guys.
Again.
Brian's got me questioning my
What, did you tell him to cut his cover?
I was planning on cutting it anyways.
I complimented him on his starship.
Like now she has like PTSD from the
yeah,
crap
PTSD.
that he did to her. I'm like, oh my god, he's just like a scumbag.
And that's what, like, this girl that, like, this guy slept with and she told him that she thought that she was pregnant, and then they went and she got tested, and it turns out that she wasn't pregnant, but then, like, she was still worried about it for some reason, and he, like, didn't understand it.
Yeah.
He's like, this doesn't make any sense, and I was like, dude, you slept with this girl, right? And now she can't just leave it like there, like you can. She feels attached to you, and that's why she's bothering you so much. Like,
Chess college is not this exciting.
I don't understand why he didn't get that. Like, of course.
it's like do you not know anything about
Feeling.
the other gender? Like,
Emotions.
Okay, yeah, it was bad, man. And then I had communications with him, and every time I'd want to walk to class, I'd try to leave before he got back. And he's like, "Hey man, let's walk together." I'm like, "Oh, I don't want to be seen with you," because everyone knew how much like of a terrible person he was. Like, I don't want to be seen with a jackhammer. I'm not his accomplice. I am not a part of this. Oh god, but he he's a stoner, obviously. Tons of weed. Got caught with an open alcoholic beverage. Had his license revoked.
Naturally, yes.
Yep, good times, good times. Yeah, Chico's a terrifying place.
I didn't twist it. Dean twisted it.
oh, deep twisted.
And then he snapped all the legs. Because he liked to hear the noise of the bones cracking.
Logan and I played jump rope with a pig fetus.
Oh, I did that too! I have a video of that somewhere!
Oh my
We were
god.
real sadistic.
Oh, you dropped it.
And they somehow, for some reason, let David, who was 16 at the time, David is the crazy oldest son of the Martinezes.
Someone got a ticket. That flashed.
It's fun watching it.
Sorry.
Anyway.
Somebody let him drive the boat, which was the worst idea in the world. And we had this giant 4-seater inner tube, it was a tube and 4 seats on the inside. And I was sitting with 3 other guys, and I was like maybe 9 or 10 at the time. I was like 100 pounds.
Okay.
These other guys were like 200, 250. Right. So no matter where I sat, I was the high point, right? Because all the weight was on the other side. So the worst idea in the world, right, was they sat like on the side where the rope was attached. So right, the whole thing is leaning kind of towards
down.
Right. So we're going along and it's going okay.
Yeah.
But David's driving, so obviously things aren't going to stay okay. And I remember he took this just ridiculous turn. Like, it was almost like the boat was coming back towards us. And I was like, oh no. And, we get whipped around. And at one point, there's the wake is coming, and the thing jumps up, right, and it hits the wake just at the right angle to where the front end dips underneath. And I will never forget that moment of my life. When I saw the inner tube, I was sitting on the high end, when I saw the whole thing start to do this, and I was like, and I was flying for a second. I was flying through the air. And I remember, I was like, wow, this is crazy. And then I ended up hitting the water and kind of doing like a somersault sort of thing in the water. Like my head hit and it went like that. And And I came up. I was like, what? And I looked, and everybody was like 12 feet that way and flown through the air. And then I looked down, and all of the straps were ripped off my life jacket. The straps were gone. The straps on my life jacket were gone. I was like, oh crap.
Oh my god.
Inner tubes were
Kind of the same thing happened to Brandon, except he didn't somersault. He just kind of went in the air. His head was down. It touched the ground, and his body just like just pivoted on his neck. I'm like, oh, he's dead. He's dead. I'm now an only child. And he just kind of like, oh my god. You know, I was like 7. He was like,
Dean and I, we were on Dean's.
like a rag
He has a
doll.
4-person inner tube too, but I mean, your tube only have like 1 or 2 people on it.
Right.
It was just him and I on it, and his dad was going about 45 miles per hour on Shasta Lake.
that's crazy.
So Dean's crazy, and he was like standing up and stuff the whole time, like trying to like bounce things. He was bouncing, and we caught wakes from another boat because Dean's dad always tries to kill us. And so we were going across lakes from another boat, and we were outside our own wake, so it was like mega waves, and we actually caught air. We went up. It's on video. I can probably find the video because it's on Facebook, and I can send it to you. But anyway, yeah, we caught air, and it was about 15 feet up before Dean and I finally, like, if we had hung on and come down, it would have been awesome. But we weren't thinking about that, so we got about 15 feet up and then let go at 45 miles per hour. Right? That's like, and we came down, and I came down kind of like on my like side a little bit, like it wasn't too painful, and Dean came flat on his face. Like honestly, if he had done a dive, it would have been great. But you just take away the hands and just like put his face right there.
He was gonna kiss the water.
Pure 45-mile-per-hour face plant into Shasta Lake from 15 feet high. It was so awesome. This is the best thing I've ever seen. One time his dad said he would give each of us $40 if we could hang on for an hour. Okay? We were at like 45 minutes in. The tube flipped over completely. We were underwater for about 5 seconds, hanging onto the strap still, being dragged behind the boat. Instead of slowing down, he sped up during the process. So we were going like 30 miles per hour, and we were underneath the raft underwater for 5 seconds. Like trying to...
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was terrible.
Oh man, that makes you strong though. Like if you do that a lot,
No,
like
honestly, that was probably the best workout. So this is
Yeah.
last summer. It was so great. Yeah, and then we do a lot of kneeboarding also on his lake. I don't know if you guys have ever done kneeboarding.
I've
but,
tried.
It's fine until you get into like really heavy like weights and stuff, and then just like because you're always like bouncing up and down on your feet, and it just starts to hurt so much. And so then like if you start doing donuts like in his boat, and so you just get those like heavy, huge weights going that are like 3-foot waves, and then you start hitting them in a kneeboard where like the wave's taller than you are and stuff. You honestly feel like your spine is like snapping every time.
oh my god.
And the longest I've hung on, it's like riding a bull, is like all what I can compare it to. And I hung on for 45 minutes one time.
Oh my gosh.
And I got $20. But I couldn't walk for like 3 days.
And that's why I'm paralyzed now. From the waist down.
Honestly, no, my feet were like nothing but blisters and it was just bleeding. It was bad. Chandelier, the fake candles fell out of it. And I've got a scratch up in it now. Bled for like 5 minutes. So I sued that asshole restaurant. I made a lot of money.
Yeah, do you now own it?
No, they fired me.
Too bad.
Yeah, down.
Yeah.
Sad world we live in. Look at that douchebag on the bike.
I know. Dude, there's some kid that just like rides around our neighborhood like on a BMX bike for like hours on end. It's like, do you have nothing better to do? And you just ride around. Like I see him like
Yeah,
everywhere,
honestly,
and he
he
doesn't
should
leave
be-
the neighborhood.
You know what he
He
should
just
do?
rides
He
around.
should spend his time vlogging.
You should. That's what I do. Worked out for me. Not really. I don't make anything
Get
off
out of
it.
my car.
I'm leaving. Bye.
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 I love you.